to another episode of the Intrigue Dynamite Show. You should hit that subscribe button, like, and share. Oh, yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Man, you already know what time it is. Welcome to another episode of the Intrigue Dynamite Show. On this lovely Friday. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Oh, yeah. You know how I like to do, keep it nice and sexy. So anyway, guys. Now, this, I want to get straight into it, but, before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. This is the channel and the place where we discuss narratives and all manners of things that are being promulgated out there in society and the world at large. So, look, I'm going to get straight into it. You already see this thumbnail right here. Thumbnail. Dear Becky, come get your girl. Now, here's the interesting thing. The reason that I named it this, is this about all white people, all white ladies? Absolutely not. It's not. But you know what I found? I found it quite interesting. It's this idea that, for a long time, I have even been in positions where I've had to answer for black people all over the world. Say, man, what's going on with the people in Chicago? I'm like, hey, dude, I don't live in Chicago. I don't know what's up with that. Well, I mean, I see everybody protesting down there in Louisiana. I see people protesting in Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. But what about in Chicago? What about all the things happening in Chicago? So the funny thing about it is, white black people have had to answer for things happening in other places. I said, it's quite interesting. How come there has never been this gathering of all white ladies and asking them, what's up with your people? All white ladies are the same? No. No, they're not. But I just thought that, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If black people have to answer for everything happening within every black society on earth, it should only be right to ask perhaps some of the sane white ladies, what's happening with your people? Come get your people. I have heard some of the most interesting things happening or coming from some of our ladies and sisters of the white persuasion that today I have compiled 4 instances where it's like, come get your people. Well, actually, it's 3 instances that I'm going to show. What in the world are some of these white ladies thinking about? And we need some of the same white ladies to get on blast about these types of people. These types of people that can arguably be ruining a narrative. Because, I think one of the problems is when we get out there and, and women do this a lot. They push a narrative where they say, women, 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 women. And then this whole narrative gets pushed that makes people think that, oh, this is all women, right? As if they're all one group. So then what happens is when something is taking place from some women, if you push a narrative like all women, all women, all women, almost like this whole group organization thing, well, then you have to also answer for some of this craziness coming from some of the ladies that are in that group. Oh, let's get straight to it. So, we already know, honorable mention. This is an interesting thing. this is an honorable mention. Some of y'all probably, if y'all, I don't know if y'all saw, that I did a series called The Extinctive Man. And in this series, The Extinctive Man, I think episode 3 was about Joe Rogan. It's entitled Joe Rogan is Dead. And this first video, this is interesting. I highlighted this in that video. In that particular video.
Talk to you all about a series.
Hold up. It was this lady here. So, person number 1 that y'all need to come get. This lady. Come get your people. So we already know. This lady here, what she had to say about males. Come get your people, white ladies.
Yes, injustice in this world. And that is the sexism that comes from men and is forced onto women. Women are raped and murdered, and for this, we need to kill all men. I am sick of being a baby factory that produces more men that will just, in the future, subjugate me. So the only answer to that is to kill male babies.
There you go. This is number 1. Come get your people, Becky. What's going on with your people, Becky? Come get your people. That's video number 1. The second one, that white ladies are gonna have to come get. It's like, come get your people. Like, did they forget their medicine? What's happening? The second person, this actually was the video that I posted as the sort of little commercial thing earlier, and people probably would be like, what in the world? What is that nonsense? Well, we're talking about this video. Hold up. I'll play that, and then we'll just comment on that. Let's get to it. I saw this one very recently.
Makes more sense, in my opinion, to offer abortion services up until a child is 18 years old. Until they reach adulthood, we don't know if they're going to be a productive member of society.
Boom. Ha ha ha. Now, the interesting thing is, you know where I got this? This actually was a piece of, it seemed like some guy who was, commenting. I'm going to actually play his, because I want y'all to see these people's response. So y'all can see how their faces look when they're commenting. Oh, let me bring this up.
Listen to this shit.
It makes more sense.
Okay, right here. Because it's quite interesting how this video is seen with, it's seen with, we can see right there, there's a white guy up there, and at the top left, that looks like a black woman to the right of him, and at the bottom, there's a white lady. Interesting. And we can see the clip right there, and it looks like all of them are just, giving their reaction to this. Let's press play.
Listen to this shit.
It makes more sense, in my opinion, to offer abortion services up until a child is 18 years old.
What
Because
the fuck?
until they reach adulthood, we don't know if they're going to be a productive member of society. So based on the argument that we have heard today, we should allow it up until they are adults. It would solve many problems. Think of the disruptions in school, bad behavior, anything. If you could just say to your child, well, I'm sorry, you're misbehaving, you're not going to be a productive member of society, or you're going to have a hard life, let's go off to the abortion clinic.
What
And it would be more humane for that child, because we know what abortion looks like in the womb, and it is horrible. It would be much more humane to simply go to the abortion clinic and have the child put to sleep. Would you not agree?
Ah ha 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 ha. This is your people, Becky. 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 Where's my music? Becky. Come get your people, Becky. Now, the interesting thing right here is so interesting. Everybody's mouth is open. You see the white guy, mouth wide open. Come on, white guy. Is this surprising to you? Look at the black woman, mouth wide open. Oh my goodness! I cannot believe what I just hear coming in my ear. Look at the white lady at the bottom. She might be Hispanic. I don't know. It's really hard. But, you know, they call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. They're white, brown, all over the place. But this lady at the bottom, her mouth is wide open. Oh! What did she say? Why is this so surprising to everybody? The only thing is that it just hasn't been scrutinized in the public like it should have been a long time ago. Oh, no. It just hasn't been scrutinized. Did you hear what the number two person that white ladies need to come and get? Come get your people, Becky. I'll play it again. Let you get a better idea about what she said. Hold on. Forget the spicy language.
Services up until a child is 18 years old.
What
Because
the fuck?
until they reach adulthood, we don't know if they're going to be a productive member of society.
Yeah, we need to have abortion services for children until they reach adulthood. Because we don't know if they're going to be productive members of society. Interesting. Why is this so surprising to everybody's face? Look at their faces. Keep going.
So based on the argument that we have heard today, we should allow it up until they are adults. It would solve many problems. Think of the disruptions in school, bad behavior, anything. If you could just say to your child, well, I'm sorry, you're misbehaving, you're not going to be a productive member of society, or you're going to have a hard life, let's go off to the abortion clinic.
This is not new. It sounds weird, huh? It sounds so weird coming from this white lady. Oh my goodness, white lady. What are you doing? What are you doing talking about that type of stuff? Who remembers Margaret Sanger? Huh? Planned Parenthood. Anybody remember Margaret Sanger? Margaret Sanger said this exact same thing. It's just repackaged. It's the exact same thing. The only difference was she was trying to get rid of you early on. She was making the case about non-productive peoples or persons in society, not allowing them to breed in the first place. And so, controlling the public that way by castrating, in some odd way, not literal, but yes, yes, literal. I mean this way, trying to prevent reproduction in black society. Come on, that's nothing new. But it just sounds odd. And all these people with their mouth wide open, it's like, come on, ladies, y'all didn't know that women had been doing this for a long time? They have. They've been trying to control men's reproduction before it was ultimately everybody's reproduction. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They were controlling men's reproduction first by cutting off their balls. Absolutely. It was always that. And there were women that were in power that could see to it that a man's balls were cut off. We know there were a lot of black eunuchs running around here. Then she came for y'all. Women, Margaret Sanger. You know, with the Planned Parenthood. We gotta stop you Mother Hubbards from having babies. Chop, chop, chop. So it's quite interesting. And then this idea of aborting people, it was way late in life. Well, come on now. We've seen that. We've seen that happen with Pookie and Ray Ray. They abort themselves. And if they don't do it, we've seen what happens with some police officers who decide that they're going to abort your teenagers for you. That's quite interesting. So, that right there, that's number 2. Becky, come get your people. Come get your people, Becky. Now, number 3, let's get back to this thing. Number 3 on this list of people that need to be come and got. Come on now, white folks. Come on, white women. What's going on with your people, Becky? Number 3. That would be what is happening in the education class.
One of the drugs.
Hold up. What's going on in the education class? Huh? With the educated class of Becky's? Come on. I need all of the sane ones, all of you sane ones, to go after your people. Everybody got an answer for everybody. It seems like black men got an answer for black men. We got everybody having an answer for everybody. Even black women have the answer for black women. Right? So it's only right. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. Come on now. Becky. Well, white ladies, y'all gonna have to answer for some of these white ladies that's running around here with microphones. We already heard one talking about kill all male babies. We hear another one talking about, we should have abortions until that child is an adult. We should be able to exercise the right to put the child to sleep if the child is not being a productive member of society. I mean, by that measure, come on. There's a lot of adults out here that can get it. So number 3 on this list of people that need to become got. This lady. This right here. This guy here was interviewing this lady. This guy here, his name is Matt Walsh. He has a documentary. Let me stop the music for a second. He has a documentary called What is a Woman? Interestingly enough, this particular woman is a doctor. Oh yeah, a doctor. The good doctor. Let's take a look and see what this educated lady had to say. Talk to us.
One of the drugs used is Lupron, right? Which has actually been used to chemically castrate sex offenders.
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with this interview because it seems like it's going in a particular direction.
Well, you're a medical professional.
I am a medical professional.
So you don't want to talk about the drugs that you give to kids, or?
Again, I'm a physician and I use medication. You're choosing exploitive words. Drugs I give to kids.
I'm choosing a
chemical
word that was in
castration.
a dictionary.
That's not a correct term for puberty blocking.
I could look it up on my phone, but I'm
Interesting.
pretty sure if I looked it up,
You can look it up on your phone.
it says medical definition: the administration of a drug to bring about a marked reduction in the body's production of androgens and especially testosterone.
And I'm saying, as a pediatrician who takes care of hundreds of these kids, when you use that terminology, you are being malignant and harmful.
I mean, there are some who would say that giving chemical castration drugs to kids is malignant and harmful.
It's about the context of caring for a child and seeing the suffering that kids can have.
Oh my goodness. This is what's happening right now in the educated class. The educated class. She can't even pay attention. She can't even admit that what she is giving children is chemical castration drugs. Yeah, this is about little children that are saying, I'm a girl. Oh, you are, Billy, with your big gigantic balls hanging out? Well, you know what, Billy? I am going to agree with that. You are a girl, Billy. And you know what I'm going to do to ensure that you're a girl, Billy? I'm going to give you some medication. It's medication to help you feel more like a girl, Billy. Oh, wow. So, what's the name of this drug? Oh, it's called blah, blah, blah. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Isn't that the exact same drug that they give to inmates in order to chemically castrate them? When they give it, don't they give that to sex offenders in order to chemically castrate them? Well, yes, but when you say that, you make what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, I said when you say that, you're being malignant. Okay, am I telling the truth? These drugs that you give to inmates in order to chemically castrate them, and now you're giving them to children. Well, it's all in how you look at it. Well, are we looking at the history? Do you give it to people to chemically castrate them? Well, yes, and do you give it to children? You know, especially those who feel like they're really a girl in order to prevent puberty from happening. And all of that, and testosterone buildup. Well, yes, we do that too. So you give it to them, give it to inmates, and you give it to children. But when I mention the two instances that you give it to the people that you give it to, I'm being malignant. Well, yes. How does that make any sense? But this is the educated class of delusional. Good way, ladies. Come on. We need the sane ones to call out y'all crazy ones. Come on now. What's going on here? Let's play that again. This is Matt Walsh talking with number 3 on our list of come and get your people. What's wrong with your people? Yeah, everybody seems like they got to answer for everybody. Black men got to answer for black men. Black women got to answer for black women. Got black women on top of buses twerking and all that type of stuff. So they got the ones who ain't twerking. They got to answer for the ratchetry. 2. And whenever people get killed in Chicago and something happens that we protest in Louisiana, guess what happens? We got to answer. Well, what about people in Chicago? Everybody got to answer for everybody. So guess what? White ladies, what's good for the goose, good for the gander? What's up with your people? Huh? We got one talking about kill all male babies. That's number 1. Number 2 talking about we should be able to abort all children up into adulthood. And now we got this one who is trying to conflate the truth, who's trying to twist the truth. Say, oh my goodness, no, what you're saying is harmful. Oh, so me actually saying that you're giving chemical castration drugs to these little boys in order to prevent them from developing into adult males and to grown men. You're trying to prevent that by giving them chemically castrating drugs, but you're going to say, don't call it that. Call it hibbity happy juice. Hibbity happy juice, that's what it is. Because if you don't call it hibbity happy juice, it means you are being mean and evil, huh? Oh my goodness, these are the doctors. Let's take a listen, one more again, to number 3.
One of the drugs used is Lupron, right? Which has actually been used to chemically castrate sex offenders.
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with this interview because it seems like it's going in a particular direction.
Well, you're a medical professional.
I am a medical professional.
So you don't want to talk about the drugs that you give to kids, or?
Again, I'm a physician and I use medication. You're choosing exploitive words.
I'm choosing exploitive words. I'm choosing just to ask you simple questions. Do you give these to inmates or to sex offenders to chemically castrate them? Is it called chemical castration, yes or no? Answer is, yes, it is. Are they prescribed or given to sex offenders? Answer is, yes, they are. Do you give this exact same drug, Lupron, to children as well? Yes, you do. So saying that it is given, what you give to these children is the same thing you give it to these other people for what they do. We see why you give it to these people. What is your purpose for giving it to children if it is a chemical castration drug? But now I'm being malignant because I mentioned that. What in the hell is wrong with your people? Come get your people. Come on, Becky. Get your people, Becky. What's wrong with her?
drugs I give to kids.
I'm choosing a
chemical
word
castration.
that was in a dictionary.
That's not a correct term for puberty blocking in a
I could look it
transgender
up on my
person.
phone, but I'm pretty sure if I looked it up,
You can look it up on your phone.
it says medical definition, the administration of a drug to bring about a marked reduction in the body's production of androgens and especially testosterone.
Especially testosterone, which means try to help you turn into a girl. Huh?
And I'm saying, as a pediatrician who takes care of hundreds of these kids,
Take care of 100 of the kids. You can't even answer this simple question. Come get your people.
when you use that terminology, you are being malignant and harmful.
You're being a bad, mean old bitty, bitty, batty, batty, putty tat. I don't like you. I went to medical school popping bubbles. I am a little bitty girl in trouble. Like, what's wrong with... have we gone into fa-la-la-la land when the doctors can't even answer a question? Like, we are living in fa-la-la-la land. What's going on? And a lot of people are being like, we need more women in power. More women need to be in positions of influence. Well, let me ask you something. Is this who you had in mind? Is this who you had in mind? And the crazy thing about it is these types of people will gain popularity if people do not speak out up against these odd, crazy narratives. Because, yeah, right now we'll look back at Margaret Sanger's, what she spoke about, Hillary Clinton's homegirl, her hero. Yeah, we could look back and hear what Margaret Sanger, or look at what Margaret Sanger is saying and be like, are these people insane? Were they really? How could they actually go with this woman with this Planned Parenthood stuff? Were they insane? But the thing about it is, you can sell any problematic narrative if you word it correctly. Yeah, exactly. They'll have you knocking y'all off your own kids. Huh, interesting. Let's finish this one out so we could get to the final. Here we go.
I mean, there are some who would say that giving chemical castration drugs to kids is malignant and harmful.
It's about the context of caring for a child and seeing
Shut up.
the suffering that kids can have.
The delusions that kids can have. Yes, I give these children drugs to stop them from turning into these toxic masculinity monsters because they are suffering. They want to... Carry your ass to sleep. Now, let's get back to this scene. Come on. How come everybody got to answer for everybody, but how come a lot of you white ladies that got better sense ain't speaking out against your people? What's wrong with these people? And the last and final person we are going to address that the same white ladies need to come get your people. Come and get your people. Is this person. Let's see here. We got Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby wound up going to jail, right? He went to jail, and they was like, we ain't gonna let him out of jail, Bill Cosby. Come on out. You don't need to be in that jail, Billy. Right? But then guess what wound up happening? He went back after Bill Cosby again. He still got a whole nother case that he's dealing with. Right? All of this stuff. I mean, they went after Moses. They went and dug Moses up and said that he owed money for that staff that he parted the Red Sea with. They went and dug up all these people from the past and all this wonderful things, right? Well, what about this lady right here? This ain't so much as come get your people. This is more bring your people here. Bring your people here. What's up with this? Here's what we saying. They found that there's an arrest warrant for the lady who lied on Emmett Till, still sitting in that damn basement of the court. She's still kicking. One who lied on Emmett Till talking about, yeah, oh, little Negro boy. Let's go ahead and just take a listen to this. What's going on with the Carolyn Bryant lady? Where's she at? Come bring your people. Bring that ass here. Let's press play.
The family of Emmett Till is calling for justice after the discovery of an unserved arrest warrant for the woman whose accusations led to his murder. The warrant, found in a courthouse basement, called for the arrest of 2 white men and Mrs. Carolyn Bryant Donham. In August 1955, Donham said that Till, then 14, had whistled at her in a store. He was later found brutally murdered. Her husband and his half-brother were tried and acquitted. She was never arrested. Authorities say it will be difficult to arrest the 80-year-old Donham, who now lives in North Carolina.
Huh? What you mean it's gonna be difficult? Hold up. What you mean it's gonna be difficult? It's easy. Knock, knock, knock. It's the police. Here we go. Knock, knock, knock. Come on, repeat after me. Knock, knock. How come y'all ain't repeat? Repeat after me. Knock, knock. Yeah, come on, everybody. All the police, everybody together. Knock, knock, knock. The same thing that you did to that sister, Breonna Taylor. Huh? It was easy for you to go to that wrong house. Oh, and yes, we will definitely be tackling that subject matter. Oh, is there something quite interesting? We'll be tackling that Sunday. Come on now. Come on now, ready? Come on, repeat. Now, let's go. Knock, knock, knock. It's the police. Get your ass in the car. Simple. What's wrong with you? How come when it comes to all these damn Beckys, they just run around here rampant, saying whatever the hell they want to say, do whatever they want to do? Come get your people. Get your people and bring your people to justice too. Huh? Come on. How you going to sit there and talk about, well, it's going to be so hard to get the 80-year-old? Bill Cosby, 82. He's in his 80s. Ain't nobody give a damn about that. Huh? Lock the man up and then be like, okay, we'll let you out. Okay, lock her ass up and then be like, nah, okay, we'll let you out. But do something. People won't see handcuff-assists going around some wrist-assists. What's going on with you? What's wrong with you people? Well, it just is quite interesting. I really want to tackle this subject matter because it just seemed like there were just so many Beckys running around here rampant, just saying all sorts of odd, crazy things that I already know good well. If there was any man, if men got out there and said some of this foolishness and did some of this foolishness that we see these doggone white ladies running around here doing, even white men, if white men got out here saying some of this stuff that these white ladies are saying, man, they would have burned down the damn earth. Kevin Hart can't even say, if I see my son playing with a dollhouse, I'm going to hit him in the head with the dollhouse. He can't even say that as a joke. But Becky can run around here talk about, I won't kill the kids. I won't be able to put kids to sleep before they turn into adults. If the kid is going to turn around out to be a bum because I raise bums, if that's what the child going to turn out, I want to have the option to kill his mother, Hubbard. Right? But this is what happens. Everybody's out here advocating they want to see more women in power, more women in power, more women in power. Well, guess what? Are these the women that you're talking about? Who you talking about? Because I don't see any women checking them. I see a lot of ladies like smiling or like standing in shock and awe. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And then they go back about their doggone day because in the end, it really doesn't ultimately affect you. We know that a lot of these narratives, they start coming from, the mouth of a lot of these Beckys, but we know where the plans wind up settling. They wind up settling on black society. Margaret Sanger with her Planned Parenthood. The super predator sort of thing with Hillary Clinton and y'all favorite guy, Joey B. We know what those narratives settled on black society. And we got one Becky running around here rampant. They locking up every damn body else. But they're going to sit there talking about, it's going to be so hard to serve an arrest warrant. to fight, ladies. Oh. Tam, what's going on here? Well, this is a narrative starter, a conversation starter. Let me read a couple of y'all comments. Yep, you are definitely right. She was a lunatic, Miss Dast. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is nonsense. It's crazy about the puberty blockers. But this is the narratives and all the crap that we dealing with right now in society. And guys, just make sure that whenever you come across any of your sane Caucasian friends, tell them Intrigue Dynamite gave you one question to ask. How come y'all ain't coming to get your people? Come get your people. Come and get your people, Becky. Like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, guys, keep it logical. And remember, never let anyone, never let anyone control your narrative. Be on the lookout for Sunday's live stream at 5 o'clock. But I'll be posting a video. I think I'm going to do another Superflies episode. I'm going to be working on that tonight. Be on the lookout. Till next time. Oh, yeah.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the